Here we are taking a look at lesson number 2 for module 3. We're going to be using number lines on this, and it's kind of funny. Parents are going to look at it and kind of go, how come you're stretching it out so much? Because there's a quick, easy way to do it. And I'm going to call that the parent method, the way we've done in the past. This really, the whole point of going through and illustrating it to show it is so that the kids, when they get to the place where they can do it parent style, when they know what they do with the numerators, they know what has to happen with the denominators so they can combine them, or what is the equivalent of multiplying fractions, so they can actually see it and then understand why it is that way, so that when they're looking at problems to solve in the real world, they can know what is the appropriate way to do it, even though it's not a problem written down. But they'll understand the concept of why this works the way that it does. So taking a look at this very first portion right here, we have show each expression on a number line and then solve it. So we're going to start with A, and we know that on a number line, you've got nothing, and depending on what your problem is, you might go all the way to 1, or you might go even further than 1. So I'm going to change colors now so that we can take a look at what we've got. Right here, we're using a denominator of 9, which means we need 9 equal places on here. And I'm not going to do 9 equal places because I don't have a ruler on here. But what I can do is make 8 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lines in order to get 9 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spaces, because this line right here actually is playing the role of being the 9 out of 9 lines. If it's 9 out of 9, it takes 9 to have a whole. We have 9, so yes, we do have a whole. It's 2 different ways of writing the same thing. And so when we take a look at this and we're combining, right, we're adding, we are combining, and we're going to add 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, plus 1 more. So we're going to land right here on our number line. And so then our solution is, how many places do we go all together? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're sitting now at 5/9. Let's take a look at the next one. And I'm going to go ahead and do this one right here. I'm going to do D. We'll make our number line again. And we start at 0. We continue on. And we'll say here's 1. And it looks like we need to break it into 5 equal places, right? So I'm going to make 4 lines because this is my 5th line. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have 4 equal places. And we're looking at saying we happen to have 3/5 and we have 1/5, but we're going to do 3/5 twice. So we've talked about repeated addition in class, and that repeated addition is actually the same as multiplication. There's just 2 different ways of saying it. So if we're going to have 3/5, we're going to actually have to have a longer line, aren't we? Let's go ahead and add to our line, and we can do that. We'll just continue on from here. We'll say that this is 2. So now we'll go 4 more of those. Let's take a look at what we get now. If we go for 3/5 with a different color so that it shows up better, we're going to go 3 of them, starting at nothing. Go 1, 2, 3 of them, and then we have to add 3 more of them because we're doing it twice. 1, 2, 3 of them. And then, I'm going to go ahead and make that guy yellow then, just kind of to show you. We'll change colors. We'll use a dark blue this time for adding this extra 1/5. Here's our extra 1/5. And now let's see where we are when we count all this up. Let's see where we are on our line. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're at 7/5. Another way to look at it is we went all the way to 1, and then we went 2 more. So that's 1. Another way to look at it is 1 and 2 fifths. Either answer is correct because if it takes 5 to have a whole, we have 7 of them, so we definitely have a whole. Here's the parent style that this part is headed towards, that the denominator is the divisor. The numerator also is your dividend. 5 goes into 7 one time, and what do you have left over when you find the difference? 5 plus 2 gets us 7, so 2 out of 5 is what's left over. And that's what we got here as well. So that's the parent style that this is headed towards. Now let's cruise on down, and we're going to take a look at this. Number 3. Express each of the following as a sum of a whole number and a fraction. Show parts C and D on number lines. Well, I'm going to go ahead and show A on a number line. So it's saying to do it as a repeating addition situation. So if we have 9 and we know that we can go, if I'm going to break that into pieces, I know that I can go 3/9 plus 3/9 and get there that way. Let's see, what else do we have here? We've also got this one. Let's kind of just take a look at it. I'm not going to go through and put it on the number line, but if we have 7, we know in that case we could go 3/2 plus 3/2 would get us to 6/2, right? And then we've got an extra half out there because 6 plus 1, so 3 plus 3 plus 1 gets us that 7. So then if we were going to convert that, we could say 2 times 3/2 plus an extra half. This one over here that we started with, this one, we can say that that's the same as 3/9 happening twice, right? It's happening 2 times. So now on our number line on that A, we are going to have a 0, and we're going to have a 1 over here. And then we're going to break it up into 9 equal parts, so it's going to be 8 lines because the last one is our 9th. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. And we're going to take 3 of them. Let's go ahead and change colors. We'll go for red. Starting at 0, and we're going to go 3 of them over. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to do it again. 1, 2, 3 of them. So we did it twice. We went to here, and then we did it again. See that? Now we're going to count up our answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should only be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I miscounted the first time. 6/9 is our answer in that case. Look all right? All right. So here's your homework for tonight. Right here. We've got 4 problems on this page, and I'm asking you to just pick one of them. So you could go through and you could say, so this one I'm showing it on a number line, and then I'm solving it, and I'm letting you choose either A or B. This one down here is expressing a fraction as a sum of 2 or 3 equal fractional parts. That's that repeated addition, because then you rewrite it as a multiplication, and then show that guy on a number line. So those are your choices. Just pick one of them. There are 4 here. See you tomorrow.